Alright, we're back with another video, and today, I bet you're wondering, BCHD, what have you got up your sleeve this time around? Well, let's just say, we have assembled the best team possible in FIFA 21. We've transferred the best players into the one team, imported them into career mode, and we're going to see how many trophies they can win in a season. Can they go invincible? How many games can they win? And how many titles can they get under their belt? We're putting the best of the best to the test, and this is going to be one of the ultimate tests because they are all at Manchester United. A club alongside Barcelona, who are currently probably in the biggest mess at the moment. It's going to be a challenge and a half, and the best team assembled combined in the game win titles and bring the glory days back to Manchester United. Let's meet the squad, shall we? We've got the majority of the players transferred into this team. There are some, old Manchester United players still lingering around in the background, but 48 in total. Up first is obviously Manuel Neuer, the German, just come off winning the Champions League, one of the best keepers in the game at 89. We've got Thibaut Courtois, another one who had a bit of a shaky start at Real Madrid, but now he's redeemed himself. Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Germany's #1. David De Gea, who is kind of, dipped off a little bit, but he's just part of the Manchester United squad. Alisson, of course, probably the best keeper in the Prem, and Jan Oblak. Personally, I rate him as the best keeper in world football. And coincidentally, he's the highest rated goalkeeper in the game, so I don't know, don't take my word for it. At left back is Andy Robertson, the Scotsman, the highest rated left back in the game. We're going to be seeing a lot of Liverpool players in Manchester United shirts. That might tick off a few of you guys, but Virgil van Dijk is going to be the captain, starting at centre back alongside Sergio Ramos. Kalidou Koulibaly was teasing a move to Manchester City all summer long, and he has now found himself at Manchester United in the best team possible. The Senegalese African defender to the right back spot in Trent Alexander-Arnold, one of the cover stars for FIFA 21, and the Englishman has a bright prospect not only for England but for Liverpool. Transitioning over to the midfielders, Joshua Kimmich will be the first one on the list. The CDM can also play at right back, is 88 rated, and the Germans keep on flying through as we have his central defensive midfield partner N'Golo Kante, the man with the best smile in world football. You can't hate this man. One of the best midfielders, but one of the humblest players in the game. And we also do have Casemiro, Brazilian midfield powerhouse from Real Madrid, is an absolute machine. The best midfielder in the Premier League, don't at me, Bruno Fernandes has been thrown in the mix as well. The Portuguese Magnifico, call him Bruno Fernandes all you want. The only saving grace for Manchester United right now, and from the other side of town, it is Kevin De Bruyne. I'd say the best player in the Premier League. At a 91 rating, the Belgian has probably deserved higher. He's one of the best players in the Premier League right now. Raheem Sterling, he loves missing a goal from right in front. I swear that miss against Lyon, the ball is still floating around in space somewhere. He joins a downgraded Eden Hazard for FIFA 21. I remember he was maybe a 91 overall. I'm not quite sure, but he was higher than an 88 last year. The former cover star has been disrespected. Nonetheless, he's still one of the best wingers in the game alongside Sadio Mane, as a Senegalese winger is a 90 overall, but it doesn't beat out Neymar, who is now still at a 91. The Champions League finalist is going to make the team alongside the likes of Lionel Messi, Mohamed Salah, also on the right wing spot. It's going to be a tough selection for places, let me tell you that. Messi, it literally was a non-negotiable. He's the highest rated player in FIFA 21, and there's no chance he's missing out on this squad. Moving to overall, the most overpowered department in the team right now, the striker spot, we've got Harry Kane at an 88. Aguero still maintained his 89 overall. Robert Lewandowski, the Ballon d'Or contender, as the poll could have well and truly taken out the award this year. He has been given a 91 in FIFA 21. And Kylian Mbappe, the cover star for FIFA. Usually whoever's on the FIFA cover gets a higher rating, and Mbappe at a 90. Bit of an overkill, but I guess he deserves it. And Cristiano Ronaldo, the second highest rated player in FIFA 21. Rocking the man bun as well. What can go wrong? And our 35-year-old CR7 is back at Manchester United. This is how the best team in FIFA line up. We've chosen that majorly attacking 4-2-4 formation. All Black has to be starting with a back four of, it's pretty much Liverpool's defensive line with Ramos thrown in. Kevin De Bruyne and Kimmich will be the midfield two, and a front four of Neymar, Ronaldo, Lewandowski, and Lionel Messi. That will be frightening defenses worldwide. And just in case, they need a bit more attacking firepower from the bench, they got Kane, Mbappe, Aguero, Mane, and Hazard to bring on. In terms of the reserves, it's looking full as well. We've got the quality, we've got the depth. I want to stick my neck out and say that there's no chance in hell that this team is not winning a trophy this season. The treble would be a minimum. Just a heads up before all the comments start asking, I've tried to purchase Karim Benzema, as he's one of the highest rated strikers in the game alongside Paulo Dybala, but it seems impossible because the team doesn't want to sell the players. He's too important for the club, and the Benzema deal is still in the works. We couldn't transfer them over in the main menus because there's some weird glitch with the Adidas All-Stars team. Yeah, I know, don't ask me. They're two more attacking figure pieces that really could would complement this squad so well. Keep in mind as well, this is purely based on overall rating as soon as you load up the game. This has nothing to do with potential, none of that. Let's see how many trophies they can get a hold of. We're here probably just about over halfway through the season, and we're on top. You'd expect that, but who have they lost 3 games to? That's what I want to know. They have managed to conjure up 62 points, scoring 60 goals and conceding 14 along the way. Wolves and Arsenal are joint second right now, and Man City scraping into the top 4 with West Ham, Chelsea, and Burnley right behind them. What is going on throughout this season? Oh yeah, that's right. We've basically ripped the heart and soul out of the Liverpool team, so I guess they're not doing very well without their defense right now. 40 points, they're down in 10th. Everton struggling a bit in 9th. We've got Leicester City in 11th. Spurs down in 12th without Harry Kane, and in the relegation zone, we have Sheffield, Fulham, and West Brom, pretty much bang on relegation favourites. See, this is the kind of gargantuan effect we have, just literally assembling the best squad in the land. It's just having a massive impact on every other team. We just scraped by Cardiff 2-1 in round 4, so I guess we are still in the FA Cup. In the Carabao Cup, we aren't even in the final. It's Man City versus Watford. It's probably going to be another 6-goal thriller. They lost out on penalties to Manchester City 4-3. Are you kidding me? That's an embarrassment, lads. Have a word with yourself. And it was Preston and Watford in the other semi-final. They managed to get out of the group stages in the Champions League on top of Group H. PSG just managed to squeeze their way in with RB Leipzig getting relegated to the Europa League, and we are up against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the round of 16. Someone explain me this. How's the best team in FIFA lost 3-2 to Burnley, 2-0 to Crystal Palace, and 1-0 to Everton? I want a formal investigation to get underway because something is up in what was a disaster December month. Now, let's check up on some of the players. How are they doing? We got some +4s in there with Ronaldo, Messi, Alexander-Arnold already at a 90 overall. Top goal scorers so far being Mbappe off the bench, or he's probably starting at this rate. The assistant managers put him in 24 goals and 16 assists in 43 appearances already. Cristiano Ronaldo in second with 19 goals and 4 assists. Karim Benzema, we did follow through with the transfer deal, and it has come through for the 33-year-old Frenchman. He's proven himself in the Premier League. Kevin De Bruyne, the main playmaker, with 16 assists. It's Lionel Messi out on the right with 9 goals and 19 goal contributions, and Harry Kane off the bench with 7 goals. We also do have Alexander-Arnold from right back with 5 goals and 2 assists, and Bruno Fernandes still doing his part here, the Red Devil, with 3 goals and 3 assists. Perfectly balanced. Major underperformers in Neymar, Lewandowski, Salah, and Sadio Mane. Expected so much more from these guys. Maybe they've fallen out of favour and the assistant manager hasn't been playing them, because that is dreadful numbers. And you just knew it had to be the main man in between the sticks, Jan Oblak, with 43 appearances and 22 clean sheets so far. The Slovenian also has an assist to his name. We're going to see how they perform in the second half of the simulation. The rest of the campaign is about to get underway. The best team in FIFA, and they've lost 1-0 to Borussia Mönchengladbach. I'm really starting to regret my decision calling them the best team in FIFA. They've been knocked out in the Champions League, boys. Oh my god. I really had high hopes for this team, thinking they would go invincible, maybe crack the 100 points in the Premier League, but no, just a normal campaign to be fair. 85 points, winning the title single-handedly. Arsenal were their closest competitors, only 4 points behind, with Wolves and Spurs making the top 4. Man City fall out into 5th, Everton, Chelsea, and Leicester are in the top 8. Liverpool are down in 11th, man. They really rely on those key players in the starting 11. Otherwise, their team is just in shambles right now, and getting relegated is Fulham, West Brom, and Sheffield United. Championship football awaits for those clubs, and they officially, the best team in FIFA, are Premier League champions. They can win the title, and there's something else they can win as well. It is the Emirates FA Cup. In the final at Wembley, we got a Manchester derby ahead of us, so could they do the domestic double? Because we already know they were out of the Carabao Cup, and it was Man City to win that 2-1 against Watford. In the Champions League, you might have seen a preview in the calendar. They lost out 2-1 to Borussia Mönchengladbach. On aggregate, I thought it could have been a tough little challenge, a banana peel along the way, and it proved to be. Mönchengladbach made it all the way to the semi-finals, nearly getting past Piemonte Calcio, and in the final, it's going to be Juve versus Manchester City. Here is our lineup headed into the FA Cup final to face City, and to salvage any saving grace from this season, we need to perform and win this trophy. Otherwise, it's just over for the best team in FIFA. We can't award them that title. Via the interactive match sim, can they redeem themselves after that abysmal Champions League display? Here are the lineups today. Man City still with a pretty decent shot at winning this. Defense, can they cope with it? Hopefully they can. The best backline in world football might be struggling right now, and I don't know how I feel about that. Foden now. Foden finds it into Bernardo Silva, and it's a massive save from our black one-on-one. That's it, full time. They've actually had no shots. Oh my god, this team is going to be the end of me. Wow, 116 minutes, and Ferran Torres just does that off the bench. We still haven't had a shot whatsoever with 42% possession. This has been one of the most drawn out, boring games I've ever witnessed. Interactive match sim, you're not selling me well right now. Yeah, there it is. They've lost out 1-0 on Ferran Torres, and that means they only win 1 trophy this season out of a possible 4, 5? I mean, we go again in Season 2, but that was a shocking display, not only in Season 1 as a whole, but in that FA Cup final. Dreadful performance. It was a view of our top performers in Season 1, and it looks like Cristiano Ronaldo has finished off the second half of the season with blistering form. He has managed 27 goals and 4 assists in 58 appearances. Mbappe with about, 44 goal contributions, 27 goals and 17 assists in 62 appearances. Harry Kane off the bench with 19 goals and 2. We have double figures in both assists and goals for Kevin De Bruyne and Lionel Messi. He's gone down in overall, actually, so he's now at a 92, and the highest rated player in this squad, I think, is Mbappe right now. Benzema seemed to be a worthy addition with 10 goals and 3 assists off the bench. Alexander-Arnold from right back now to 91, going up a +4 this season. Insane numbers. The disappointments continue to let us down. Robert Lewandowski with 2 goals. He's gone down to -3 down to an 88. And Neymar now has hit the 90s with a -1 to his rating. Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king, with 2 goals and 2 assists off the bench. And Sadio Mane unable to make an impact. And the Senegalese winger now at an 89 overall. Jan Oblak kept 26 clean sheets and 1 assist. He is a joint highest rated player in the team now to 93, going up a +2. With Messi getting a downgrade, we have brand new talents arising to the top of the charts. With Mbappe and Oblak receiving upgrades, we've got Alexander-Arnold probably going to take over in a couple of years' time. They absolutely choked it. They bottled it in Season 1. They need a massive redemption arc in the second campaign. Still with the Domestic Cup and Champions League trophy in their sights, maybe even a pre-season tournament to lift the spirits. Let's find out what goes down in Season 2. In case you're wondering, here are Season 2's Champions League groups, ousted in the round of 16 last year with that shocking elimination. It was embarrassing to say the least. They've been drawn into Group E, pulling RB Leipzig again, Galatasaray and FC Basel. So finishing on top shouldn't be a worry there. There you go, our prediction came into fruition. We finish on top of Group E. RB Leipzig qualify out the group as well. And in the round of 16, we are matched up against Villarreal, the Yellow Submarine. They better not be eliminated by them, otherwise we're in serious trouble. Halfway through the Premier League season, and it isn't all sunshine and roses like last time around. I mean, they're invincible this time, but way too many draws. They are currently in second place to none other than Manchester City. Still a title race going down with Chelsea and Leicester outside favourites, but Liverpool continue to struggle without their main men. Sitting in 9th, down in the relegation zone, Arsenal are just keeping their head above water. 3 points above the bottom 3, which are Nottingham Forest, Swansea and Derby County. Not only the team's performances, but this save continues to surprise me. Here we go, Season 2's under wraps, and it looks like the Premier League, they are just absolutely inevitable. The best team in FIFA not only gone back-to-back titles, but they have gone invincible, only drawing 3 games after the halfway stage, winning them all, undefeated baby, with 92 points. They didn't crack the Centurion mark, unfortunately, but they've taken the title home against the likes of City. Arsenal with a major recovery from their relegation hopes in 11th, Derby, Swansea and Nottingham Forest getting relegated. Now the question is, how many trophies did they manage to secure? It's the Community Shield, glorified pre-season friendly, whatever you want to call it, but they got revenge on City with a 4-3 win on penalties. Oh, the pre-season tournament, the Invitational Cup, lost on penalties, a prestigious trophy, definitely one we're gonna regret. Here we go, the FA Cup now. What happened? It's Leicester and Man City in the final. Where did the best team in FIFA get knocked out? Millwall made it all the way to the semis, and in the, oh my god, it is deja vu all over again. Round 5, United fans, this is gonna bring back some nightmares. Still proving in the FA Cup that it's just one of their cursed competitions, as they've made up for it in the Carabao, winning out 2-0 to West Brom in the final. 2 domestic trophies now down. We move over to the Champions League, and they have a final up against RB Leipzig of all teams, the team that finished second in the group. How did they go? In the round of 16, they won 5-1 against Villarreal, they won 4-3 against Wolves in the quarters, and in the semis, they took it home 4-3 to Real Madrid, clutched it on aggregate. PSG got eliminated 5-1, and now we're up against the Germans in the big dance. Before we hop into the game, because I actually want to play this one, here are our top performers. In Season 2, it was Harry Kane and Cristiano Ronaldo sharing the golden boot with 34 goals apiece. 11 assists for Ronaldo. Meanwhile, it was also Kylian Mbappe with double figures in both departments, alongside Mohamed Salah, who's really recovered after a terrible first season. 15 goals and 19 assists for the Egyptian winger. We have Joshua Kimmich in the middle of the park with 8 goals and 3. Alexander-Arnold still contributing at right back. And Lionel Messi, he's declined, and he is definitely on the tail end of his career now with 6 goals and 3 assists. Hasn't been compared to Ronaldo really. At 37, he's still growing at +2. How is that even possible? Growth this year in career mode is literally off its rocker. Call it OP, call it unrealistic all you want, with Kevin De Bruyne with 5 goals and 7 assists. Robert Lewandowski off the bench. Here's an example. A 37-year-old Ronaldo is getting a +2, but it's a -3 downgrade for Lewandowski, only at 33. Neymar's thrown his toys out the pram. He submitted a transfer request, and that eventuated in 5 appearances with only 1 goal to show for the Brazilian. Now in between the sticks, no assists for the man this time around, but the Slovenian shot stopper managed 22 clean sheets in 65 appearances. Here is our lineup headed into this one. There are minor changes here with Ronaldo out on the left. Kane makes his way in for the strike partnership between him and Mbappe. We have Koulibaly replacing Ramos, and the rest of the team has pretty much remained untouched. It's the best team in FIFA out on the pitch tonight in an unlikely Champions League final versus RB Leipzig. Let's see if we can take down the Red Bull club and upset all of Germany. Even though they're like the most hated team in Germany, let's just do it anyway. We're repping that beautiful dark kit, and the ribbons better be Manchester red after this 90 minutes. Here is the lineup. Who is that guy, by the way? Tammy Abraham in the RB Leipzig starting 11. Likes of Tyler Adams. They also have the Canadian Alphonso Davies, Nicolas Sula. Now I'm starting to realize why they've been so successful. Now Mbappe, the little strike partnership, they've done a little give and go, or 1-2. Mbappe trying to return the favor, and he's failed at the first time of asking. Here we go, RB Leipzig back on the attack. It's just back and forth football. They really know how to control possession, man. The new AI in FIFA 21, I don't know if it's for me. Oh, it's opened up for Tyler Adams. It's opened up. Virgil van Dijk's lunged in, and Oblak had to save that one down low. He saves it with the feet. Back on the counter attack, Kane and Mbappe, the only two calibrating together. And Messi on the right-hand side trying to get involved. Now Mbappe putting through Kane. Kane sets him up on a golden platter. Kylian Mbappe, the number 32, against all the run of play. He gets the job done, and he is going to the camera, celebrating in style. No crying celebration for the Frenchman in our first successful venture forward, and it's the build-up play between Harry Kane and Mbappe the highlight. The 95 rated gun slots it low into the bottom right-hand corner. Alexander-Arnold wins it back beautifully. We won't have time for another attack, and we go into the sheds at 1-0 up. Oh no, they've sliced their way through, and Lamar gets their equalizer. A quick response to start off the second half. They've bursted out the blocks, and their number 27 gets one past Jan Oblak, and he's usually up for saving them, the Slovenian, but on this big European night, anything can happen, and the Red Bull club are back in the mix. Torn to shreds there. Oblak guesses the wrong way, and we have some shambolic defending at times. Here we go, KDB trying to slice their defense over. Ronaldo, his first few touches of the game, believe it or not, but Mbappe swirls past one, and he won't let that chance go begging. The Frenchman, 2 shots, 2 goals, and again, the crying celebrations out here tonight as he pokes us into the lead once more. 2-1 on the score sheet, and it's thanks to that man. Without him, we'd probably be losing this match. KDB just sets him up, Sula overcommits, and the finesse shot was inch perfect. He chose his angles right. I'm so glad he did that new FIFA 21 celebration. I really wanted to use it, and in slow motion, it's just so much better. Mbappe, he's after a hat-trick. Harry Kane, he loves to set them up, you know, and surely it's the Frenchman to win the foot race here. He's now one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He'll try something special. He'll try a chip, but he's trying to be too confident now. And another finesse shot, and it's Gulashi. Harry Kane now into the box. This could be dangerous. Mbappe for the hat-trick opportunity. He'll take those. 3 shots, 3 goals, and Mbappe once more, showing the defenders who's boss. He is an absolute god on FIFA 21, just like he was in previous FIFAs. He has shown up big in this Champions League final. If it wasn't for him, God knows where we would be. The chosen one. You need to do the Lord's work right now, and they've gone for it. It's off the frame of the goal. Surely that's it. Ref blows his whistle. He's blown for full time. I told you we'd get it done in the 90 minutes. We had an early scare with that equalizer, but hat-trick hero Mbappe came to the rescue. Inevitable tonight, and the Frenchman just proving he's a different breed. He's cut from a different cloth. Now the question still begs, can the best team in FIFA win every trophy? I mean, no, if you count the FA Cup. they bottled that twice in 2 seasons, but the Champions League final, a European success, the holy grail, with some of the best players, you got some of the biggest egos in the world, combined into one starting 11. It was always going to take some time to gel and really form as a solid squadron, but now, here is Virgil van Dijk lifting up the Champions League trophy. If you did go ahead and enjoy, make sure to drop a like down below, hit subscribe, turn on those notifications for more FIFA 21 content coming out as we're on the road to 100k before 2021. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all the socials are linked down below. As always, I've been BCHD, that has been the best team in FIFA, and I'll catch you guys in the very next video.